Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals and welcome back to my channel. I am here to memory plan the month of August in my A5 wide Jesenia's printable inserts, which I've called myself. So this is the kit I'm using. It's from Plannerface. I do of course PR for Plannerface, so I get a discount for promoting her goodies, just as a disclaimer, but it does mean you can use Tilly 10 to save money. So that's the kit there. I also have some tinies, all three different types of tinies, obviously all oops, three of the four different. There's actually now 5 or 6 types of tiny in the shop, but anyway, I've also got some foil overlays from my shop and then a load of washi. These ones are awesome from Simply Gilded and this one is from Fox and Cactus. So that is what we are working with and I cannot put things down properly. Let's turn to August monthly and get started. Okay, while I put the base of this spread down, let's just talk a little bit about Black Lives Matter issue. And this week I am going to talk about like how racial injustice gets ingrained into a society. This is partly from an article I read from a ex-police officer talking about sort of the way that the racism is built into and the police brutality is built into the way the police are built, and why that should lead to defunding the police. So he was basically talking about, I'll try and link the article down below if I can re-find it. He was basically talking about the fact that in police training, most of your police training, or a lot of your police training, is watching people, police officers being attacked or killed by members of the public, which leads to this sort of general feeling of thinking that it's not a good thing, that it's a good thing to attack people and protect yourself. And he was talking a lot about how this isn't something that can just be solved by, you know, changing the teaching. It is so ingrained in how the police work that the only way to get rid of it would be to completely demolish the police. And actually, people talk about not feeling safe if we defunded the police, but his argument was that actually the police don't do a lot to keep you safe. Most of the things they do is find the people who committed crimes. They very rarely stop crimes happening themselves. So actually that would not make that much, if we didn't have a police force, that wouldn't stop that. And this sort of goes a bit back, in my opinion at least, to the Stanford prison experiment, basically, which is if you put anybody in charge, so if you put if you put anybody in charge of anybody else, there ends up being a sort of theory of, oh, Google's listening. It basically turns out, go read about the Stanford prison experiment, but basically they had a group of people that initially everyone was prisoners, and then they made some people guards, and whoever they made the guards ended up, harming other people. And to the extent that when the BBC tried to repeat the study, the BBC had commissioned a TV show for the study. They had to cancel it because it got so violent and people were getting so harmed in the making of it. So they had to stop the experiment, the repeat of the Stanford prison experiment. So when people talk about defunding the police, they actually mean to defund the police. Because psychology tells us that if you put somebody in charge, they are going to abuse that power. And that's not true in all extents, but for this it kind of is. For the police or for prison guards, it generally is, and that's terrifying. I don't like to think about that too much because I am a big believer of people are inherently good, and that the shitty things you do are a consequence of your upbringing or things that have happened to you in your life. And to be fair, that's partly what this police officer was saying in the study, was that actually the criminal justice system should be 100% based on trying to reform people rather than trying to punish people. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. I'll try and link the article down below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to chat to you about this. Okay, so that is the base all done. I don't know whether you noticed, but other than, well, I flicked to show you what I'd done, but I put these the wrong way around, but it doesn't matter because it still works. So let's move on to the day by day. I've just putting this here to mark, I've just put this washi in to mark when my mum and dad are away. I'm just going to use a flag on that. I'm sure, is this the right page? I'm sure I had a heart pulled out to mark them being away. Maybe I put it on the day itself, probably, but I've just got a flag there which I'm going to put in now. So what I've done is, because there are, like, August went over 6 weeks, this is the 31st, and that's how I tend to do weeks with 6 weeks on, months with 6 weeks in. Sorry, words are struggle bus for words. Right, so let's get started. The first, I was having a bit of a struggle day. It was just one of them days, you know, everyone has them, where they are struggling. And I think I'm actually going to pop this up at the top. So I have to remember that, like, for these to fit properly, you have to be, like, right on the lines in this planner. Yeah, that works. So that's for feeling low. And then on the Sunday, me and my boyfriend did some packing, ready to move. Oh my god, guys, exciting news. I think I need to double check. I'm pretty sure the day you're watching this is the 18th. I'm filming it on the 7th. And we're hoping to complete on our house today. Like, whether it happens is a different matter, but that is the current plan. The current plan is to try and complete on the 18th. We probably will move sort of mid to late October into our house, but yeah, the plan is to complete today, so that's really exciting. So I've just got that fox and cactus sticker there to mark packing. So we packed up, I think, the books then. What my aim is in the next 2 weeks is to get everything non-essential packed. So working from, like, completely non-essential to more and more essential things, and then get moving. Yeah, exciting. So that's those 2 days. On the 3rd, we went out for dinner. Like, you're going to see a lot of marking going out for dinner, because we went out a lot in August to take advantage of Eat Out to Help Out. So yeah, that's just going to be how this day goes. Right, so this day is slightly over. Oh, I'm putting that the wrong way around. What am I doing with my life? These inserts aren't completely perfect for the planner, as you may have noticed. So I've just got that Papershire sort of half flat lay for that. Then this was the last day I was on my job, and then typically on my last day, one of the wards were being really, really annoying and really quite upset me. I haven't pulled out any, like, foiled functionals to use. I normally like pull in a hexagon or something. So I want to use a flag, but I think it's going to have to be the same sort of flag again. Yeah, why not? So I'm going to use a flag for the ward being rubbish. It wasn't my ward, it was one of the other wards being rubbish. And then I'm going to use this quarter box to mark that it was my last day on psychiatry. So I've got I thought this I'm out box was kind of perfect, given that it was my last day and stuff. So that's for those. And then on the 4th, I want to mark that it was my first day on the new job, and also that I got asked to do ward cover, which is definitely not what I was meant to be doing, but I mean, I didn't mind that much. But I was just like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in a new, like, to be fair, right, technically I didn't move trust. Technically I was in the same trust. However, the issue is that although I'd been employed by the trust, as in, so NHS works in trusts. If you're not from here, around here, the NHS works in trusts, and like your trust is your hospital, or it can be like a group of hospitals. So I'd worked for the trust, but although I'd been employed by the trust, I'd been working for a different trust. So that was its own, like, it had its, it basically, I'd worked for the trust but never in my hospital, if that makes sense, even though I'd been employed by them for a year. So because I'd been on GP, which is obviously, GPs aren't well, A, they don't work at hospitals, but B, they're how do you explain this if you don't know how the NHS works? Right, so GPs are paid by trusts, but are essentially self-employed businesses. Does that make sense? I think that's probably the easiest way to describe it. I think that's probably the way forward. So I'd worked for my GP practice, and then I'm just deciding how I fit everything in this box. That's why I'm being like slow, I'm afraid. Does a quarter box fit at the top there? Yes, but I don't want it to be that colour. I'm going to use my last teal quarter box because it may be that I need to pull the flag down slightly. I should have probably put the top and the bottom box in first and then the flag in afterwards. And actually I want the flag at the other side anyway. Excuse me, little sticker, you're going to peel up now. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, and then I'd worked in psychiatry, and I'd worked in inpatient psychiatry, which is a different trust to the hospital I'm working at now. I was paid by the trust I'm working for now, but I was working for a different trust. Yeah, that's probably the best way to explain that. And then because of COVID, we didn't rotate, and so I stayed on psychiatry. So I'd been employed by my trust for a year, the trust I'm now working for, but I hadn't actually worked for them. So it was all a bit odd. Anyway, moving on. That was a bit of a tangent. So on the 8th, actually I want to use an appointment label rather than a washi strip. On the 5th, I'm just marking in that I played a load of Sims. On the 8th, this is the 8th, it's my boyfriend's birthday, it's my parents' wedding anniversary, so we went out for a celebration meal. But I was on nights, so we went out for a celebration meal and then I went to work. So that's fine, and then I'm just going to mark something cool that happened at work there. So that's that week done. On to the next week. We again went out. I think we went out all 3 of these days, but I haven't marked it on this day. I don't know why. I might mark it in still. Anyway, so how am I going to do this? I think I'm going to pull this up to the top again. Or do I want it at the bottom? How many things? I've just got one. Yeah, so I'm just going to pull this one down to the bottom to mark in going out for a burger. So that was that. Then we went to a Japanese restaurant on the 10th, and really bizarrely my cousin was there as well, eating dinner, which was almost amusing, to be honest. So we live in one market town. Her mum and dad live in another town, and even it's not even a town. I think theirs is a village. It's tiny where they live. It's actually where my mum grew up, and my uncle grew up, but my uncle stayed there. So yeah, they've stayed there, but my cousin, who is the person we ran into at the restaurant, has just recently moved out of her parents' house. So yeah, God, that was a lot of talking to say not a lot. On the 11th, I want to mark that I was feeling very overwhelmed, and I also want to mark in that my car MOT was stupidly expensive, which was not enjoyable, but I needed my car MOTing, so what else had to be one of those things. So I've got a giant car there, and then I've just got a sticker as well for my feeling overwhelmed. Oh, I was saying where things were from at the beginning, but I've kind of fallen out. I never know whether you guys want me to tell you where things are from or not. To me, when I'm watching a video, I want to hear your stories and I want to hear you chatting about what was going on. I don't want to hear where stickers were from. So let me know down below what you guys think, and whether you would rather I was talking to you about stickers, or whether I was talking to you about my life generally. Let me know. So on the 12th, I caught up on loads of podcasts, so that's there. Then I'm not marking anything on these 2 days, other than my mum and dad going away, which I did indeed. I was correct, I'd pulled a sticker out there for. Then on the 15th I was working, and I just want to mark in that it was a busy day at work. And I'm going to just put that just above there, because hopefully if I do that it means I can put a 4 box in there maybe. Is that big enough? Maybe that looks cluttered, maybe that would look cluttered. But we could put some washi in, so in that case I'm just going to pull this a tiny bit higher up there. So that's for being a busy day at work. And I think we're going to go at that side for that. On to the next week. So my parents were away for all of this week, and me and my boyfriend went on like 3 date nights in a row, as you do. Why not? When your family is away, why not? So the first one I'm gonna mark, we went to an Italian restaurant, and I've just got this little cute "Once More with Love" date sticker. Then on this day we had a like actual date night. The others we just sort of went out for dinner and then did other stuff, but we'd like just spent time with each other in the evening on this day, which is how we tend to work for our date nights. I really want to use a big box, but that's the same as colour as the one above, and this is the same colour as that. So actually, can I get this sticker off this? Oh, I think I can. I think I can do it. Yes, I can, totally. We just damaged the sticker very slightly, but that's fine. We'll come back to it. Right, so I can use this here, and I need non-teal in both the other 2 boxes. So I can use a pink box here. I can just go in the middle-ish somewhere, and then I can use the other appointment label, which is blue, in the 18th. That works. So we'll put that back on there. And then this is for proper date night, and then this is for going to Woody's. And I also want to mark something else on the 18th with just one of those washi strips, I think. I'll use the last yellow washi strip just because that is what will work best, and I kind of regret putting that. Right, hang on, can I peel that up a tiny bit? Yes, right. I will get there in the end, I promise. I will stop faffing in a moment. There we go. And there's just something I want to mark there as well about YouTube. So that's that. Then on the 21st I had Kitty and Social Cuddles, and is I'm just going to use this appointment label that's stuck to my hand. I've just got a giant Kitty Cuddles sticker, so I didn't know whether that would work, but it's going to work for me. Then on the 21st we had a games night with our friends where we played D&D, which we hadn't done for a little while, so that's for that. Then on the 22nd I had a super productive day. Let's pull in a flag actually, I think. Yeah, let's pull in this pink flag. I kind of, no, I was like, oh, I kind of want to cover that up, but except the don't hit the snooze. Does that work? I'm a bit like, because the don't hit the snooze is pink, is red, and meh, it'll do. Then we jump up here where I want to mark on the Monday that we had a bit of a slow night shift. It was really weird. We were like, what is going on? We were like falling over each other trying to find stuff to do, which just doesn't happen very often there. Then on this day we had like literally the opposite, ironically. So we had 35 admissions overnight, which is the most admissions our hospital has had into medicine in one night in a very, very long time. So there's that. And then also I want to mark in that I had a really interesting case at work. So I had a case of likely Guillain-Barré, which I don't expect any of you to know what is. But it's basically a really rare disorder where you get progressive paralysis starting in your legs and working up your body. And she was on careful monitoring because although it's really, really rare, it can go up and stop your diaphragm. And if you get paralysis of your diaphragm, it can stop you being able to breathe. It is temporary. So yeah, that was really interesting because it's super rare, but not great for her, obviously. On the 27th, after my night shifts, the washing machine decided to break and put dirt all over our clothes, and I spent most of Friday night, when you want to go to bed early after a night shift, cleaning the washing machine. It was not a good evening. It was just not. Then on the 29th, I just want to mark in that I was really struggling to focus, and I'm going to use the last flag for that. Put that in there. Then on the 30th, I'm going to mark in that I had cuddles with my mum, and I've got one last quarter box, which is what I'll put in there. In fact, I think I might put this box in this box and then put the like quarter box across the middle. I can't say I'm loving that. I like the edge of the C. Can I get this off without ruining the sticker? Can I? Really, really slowly, really, yes. So instead I'm gonna cover up the sand and keep the C. There we go, like that. In fact, oh my god, I'm so indecisive. If I can get this up without destroying it, which I can't already. I can't. Fine, carry on. Sticker's just gonna go here for having mama cuddles. And then last but not least, on the Monday, I'm gonna use the last flag to mark that we went out for another dinner. Our last dinner of Eat Out to Help Out. I say that, but some places have extended and we're going out for dinner this week as well, so. But I'm probably not gonna put text around that. It could just be like that. And that is the day by day done. So let's fit in 4 boxes and washi next. So I'm probably going to speed up while I do this. I'm going to try and fit all 5 of the 4 boxes and some washi in. It's time for our monthly. Let me know the most exciting thing that happened to you this month. I love hearing about this. I love hearing what you guys are up to and what you are doing with your days. And honestly, I always say these spreads end up my favourite because they do. And I just think it's like amazing to look back on all of the bits and pieces that happened and, you know, hear about them and think about them in their own little right. It is honestly one of my favourite things to do ever, is put these spreads together. And then I love coming into the comments and chatting to you guys about your favourite things that happened in the month. So let me know down below. I want to hear about it. What's your favourite thing you did this month? Sometimes when I'm doing this video I feel like way too much of it is sped up, but the problem is like doing all the washi and the extra bits and pieces is like really boring in real time because it takes quite a long time. So there's like usually about 15 minutes, 20 minutes that I end up speeding up, but that's just kind of how it needs to be to make it, you know, not a million years long. But then like let me know down below, would you want to watch me ever talk through all of this? Because I imagine it would be incredibly boring, but I'm sure there's some people that would want me to talk through it. But basically let me know down below if you have any strong preferences, and let me know again, I'm still coming back to this, whether you want me to talk about where stickers are from or just generally chat about, you know, the spread and my plans, because partly I want to be able to look back on these videos in years to come and be like, oh yeah, that's what I did on that day, and I remember that when I'm telling the story about it. But I also get that people like to know where stickers are from so that they can get them. I always like link down below everywhere that I've got the stickers from, but that doesn't necessarily like tell you which sticker is from where. So yeah, let me know down below if you'd want to hear exactly which stickers, good English, I can't even finish the sentence, but you know what I'm trying to say. I just give up on saying those words properly. Don't judge me. I mean, I'm judging myself, but shh, not the point. Why did I just jump from the 24th to the 28th? That is not the sticker I want. So yeah, let me know down below. I want to hear about your favourite moment of your month as well. What was my favourite moment? I just liked having a bit more time, taking a bit more time to spend time with my family and go out for dinner and stuff. And actually being able to go out for dinner was a massive bonus for us. I really like eating out. I just like food. So we took advantage. And to be fair, it's partly because so rent meals are, so for part of my rent I give my parents, I put £100 aside to take my parents out for meals, and that's what I call rent meals all the time. So we've basically been using money from that pot because we've not been very good at using it generally, and I'm going to move out soon and not need to put that money aside anymore. But yeah, but the money that's still there, we will still continue to take my parents out for meals, and to be honest, we'll still probably take them out for a meal a month, which, although it won't be £100, is probably like 80 quid, just because I love my parents and I like going out for dinner with them and I don't want them to have to pay for us all the time. So yeah, we basically always offer to pay when we go out for dinner. To be fair, at the minute it's coming out of my rent, so it doesn't really matter, but it's like budgeted for in my rent, so yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Do you ever find that? Do you ever just like keep rambling and be like, I don't actually know what I'm saying anymore? Because I do it quite often. It's dumb, but I still do it. Okay, so there's the finished spread. I decided to only put that one twinkle down, the little tiny, to finish off that sheet more than anything. So that's how we are looking. I love this so much. I am here for the bright colours. That pop of yellow is everything to me, as you will know if you watch this channel with any regularity. I love how this is coming together. Oh, my memory planner is amazing. Love it. So what have we got left in the kit? We've finished one sheet. Where have I put the finished sheet? That's so we've essentially finished that sheet. It's got a few washi strips and these Sunday start strips on. We've completely used the Monday start strips, so we've got a couple of the boxes to cover up days not in the month and some washi strips there. Got the functional sidebar stuff, so all of the icons are left, the payday and day off flags and some build dues and one appointment label. So yeah, used a good amount of the kit. I always do with these. Let me know down below what you think. Did you think it matters that I got these the wrong way around? I don't think so. I think it looks nice because I think it's like quite nice the trees being together rather than framing the page. But anyway, let me know down below what you think, and I've asked like a million questions in this video, so just answer any of those or all of them down below, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!